Hello, Scorpio. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting September 1st. And by the way, I have to mention in other two videos, September 1st is Labor Day, right? Am I am I correct? So happy Labor Day. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I'm 3 videos in and already I forgot. So the energies are going to be for September 1st, 2025, Scorpio. And yeah, happy Labor Day to all the Scorpios out there who are celebrating Labor Day. Oh my God, I gotta throw in some sort of apology to Virgo and Libra. Not even thinking though, this time is moving. Anyway, so welcome any new subscribers to the channel here. The deck I am using will be listed in the description box, not reading any reversal. So let's see what's going on here potentially for Scorpio this week. How the hell did I miss that? Okay. Energies for Scorpio. What is the potential energy surrounding Scorpio? All right. All right, Scorpio, let's cut the deck and begin your messages here. And for you, we're going to start off with the first card in energy. We got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is always about having to deal with some sort of major decisions or actions, but she is a great communicator. But also, too, you have to be mindful that she's also capable of gossiping. So don't get yourself involved, Scorpio, in terms of any types of gossip. Don't be the gossiper. Don't be the receiver of gossip. But there is something major in terms of an action or decision that you're about to do this week. All right, so following the Queen, now we have the Two of Cups. For some of you, it could be a relationship. Two of Cups always represents energy. Could be specifically for those Scorpios who are already in partnerships. You're definitely getting out of that energy, what you're putting in, right? Sharing like-mindedness, spending good quality time. Yeah. Just having fun. Anyway, Two of Cups could be the first invite out to any single Scorpio that I'm reading for the first time out on a date. Also, the Two of Cups specifically will forge together new romantic partners. Wow. All right, so following that, even number of cups, again, what you put out there is what you're going to get back. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands in this case, there could be some sort of energy coming towards you very, very fast in terms of putting a smile on your face. Always an element or a touch of surprise. This is part of you having to initiate something, and whatever it is that you initiate, Scorpio, is the beginning stages of a level of passion, right? So it could be a new relationship, follows the Two of Cups. It also could be starting any types of creative projects, anything creative, basically, okay? So that's rapid energy. Something comes along and puts a smile on your face. Now we have the major arcana, the Tower. Okay, so not to worry. Now, you're the second sign that has received the Tower. Virgo received it first, but I always tell you guys not to get yourself, in a panic or anything like that. So oftentimes the Tower shows up here for me to talk about things that are outside of what could be occurring for you this week, and it's usually on the global stage, world stage. It still would be, any types of energy that you receive in terms of shock or devastation, news, unrelated to you, but you may hear about it through any means of, newspapers, television reports, someone else coming along to tell you about, did you hear so-and-so, that type of energy. All right. But I always warn you guys not to get yourself involved in any types of arguments with anyone, because it will not turn out to be too pretty. Okay. So still would be our basic energy related to earthquakes or weather, things that you just hear about. It could be your, things involving your local community, because every day we have crazy shit that occurs, right? So it would be no surprise that you hear something that sort of puts a shock to you or devastates you in terms of whatever takes place. All right. So I'm not going to throw a clarifier on the tower because, again, I don't like doing that because the tower is very unpredictable. No single one card is going to identify what could be possibly occurring. So we just have to wait and see what takes place or unfolds next week. Following the tower, now we have the Three of Swords. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but we're going to go with the flow of the energy. Three of Swords is always related to your standard separation, grief, and heartache, but it doesn't always constitute, divorce, an actual separation. It could be that you're having conflicting energies. It's underneath the Queen of Swords with involving relationships. So this could be a romantic partner. This could be a friend. This could be a co-worker, family member, and you have yet to come to some sort of resolve. Third party in play when it comes to romance. Again, the Queen of Swords is up here. Pet loss, pet gets away. Family is left grieving, but you could be having conflicting energies with family members, friends, romantic partners. And it could be that, again, it doesn't indicate any movements or separation. It just means that there's something that could be going on that you're having some sort of challenge or difficulty with involving another person. Now, I am going to throw a clarifier on that Three of Swords for you, Scorpio. Why did the Three of Swords show up here for Scorpio? What's going on here? Now, we haven't drawn any pentacles yet, so usually pentacles show up as Three of Swords. I always say that someone could be separating from their employment or retiring. So we'll see. Why is the Three of Swords showing up here for Scorpio? And it could be Scorpio. There's the pentacles. God damn it. I just said we didn't have any pentacles show up, and I draw the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back to what I said here, Scorpio. See, I don't make this stuff up. This is tarot. This is what tarot does. So the Queen of Swords could, because the Queen of Pentacles will represent work, finance, employment, and all that good stuff, business, and she would be regarded as someone who is older. So someone retiring, like I said, from work, someone separating from their employment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Someone could be having to, and it could also be that there's three choices when it comes to any types of, work or career options. And then you're undecided about, see, remember, the Queen of Swords is on top of this energy. You're undecided in terms of making a major move or a decision. And it may be that previously there's maybe 2 job offers, maybe 3 job offers, maybe something related to a business or something has come to you, has been presented to you, and then you have to make a choice or a decision about that. And I feel that, with the Queen of Swords being a major action or decision, you go ahead and take care of whatever is necessary for you to do. I feel that it's something related to having to leave one job to go to another. It could be for a promotion. It could be for retirement. Again, it could be, let me throw this energy in here. In addition, it could be that they're having conflicting energies with coworkers, could be your boss, supervisor, or your manager. And yet you have come to some sort of resolve about that. All right. Difficulties in the workplace environment involving other people. All right. So following the Queen of Pentacles, now we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands when it comes to any types of traveling. Of course, Labor Day. So a lot of people travel because Labor Day usually signals the end of summer and the start of fall. So you could be traveling for Labor Day. If you are traveling, you want to be safe to and from. But also, too, underneath the Two of Cups could indicate someone is traveling because there's a long distance love affair or romance taking place. Otherwise, there's something positive moving towards you, Scorpio, or you're moving towards that positive energy. Following the Three of Wands, yes, the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords here, she's faced in the past, may be related or connected to the Queen of Swords, something that you take care of this week. You are definitely in charge. using your analytical mind, of course, not allowing your emotions to trump or trip you out of whatever it is that you're about to do. Okay. Now, following the Knight of Swords here, now we have the Five of Wands. Again, Five of Wands, projection of energy that may come to you, in the form of fights, petty arguments. It's underneath the Tower. Remember, I said do not get yourself involved in any types of arguments with anyone, because it's not going to turn out to be pretty. This energy here, even though it's minor underneath or major, could be indicative of, again, having to address pettiness this week coming in from others. As fast as that energy may come to you, Scorpio, don't involve yourself. Don't add fuel to the fire. Disengage. It's usually what's going on with them as opposed to what's going on with you. They're just trying to draw you in. Now, if it is not that type of engagement that you experience this week, Scorpio, it could be that there's a moment anytime during the week, could be an hour, could be a day or whatever, that you experience some energy of restlessness, and that's not going to stick around too long. That too shall pass. All right, so on top of the Three of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles here, now we have the major arcana, the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot has been showing up here for all these readings so far. And again, it would indicate the traveling, right? But you also have to think in terms of the Chariot in your spread here, Scorpio, because if you've been following me for a long period of time, you know that you also get an addition major arcana, that which would be the Star card. Now, that occurred for Virgo, and because of that Tower being here and the equation of the Star card, I always get the energy that we may hear about someone very famous passing away, whether they're male or female, could be several, and in any capacity. So they could be, actors, actresses. It could be sports legends. It could be someone who is very well known. So we may hear about that. But also, too, let me just go back into the energy of this Chariot here. So there's still rapid positive energy that's stronger than energy to the Three of Wands, again, moving towards you, right? Someone, even though we don't have Pentacles here, well, we do, but the Queen of Pentacles was clarifying the Three of Swords. Someone could be still thinking about, that could be a major action or decision, purchasing a new vehicle. It doesn't necessarily have to be new. We already talked about traveling. You want to be safe to and from. Don't be the Scorpio that gets behind any source of any vehicles. Disregard the speeding limit, because you will end up with a moving violation. Also, too, there could be some Scorpios who experience some sort of repairs, major or minors, with their cars. All right. On the energy of the Star, you get what you may be hoping for, wishing for, praying for, may come to you this week in terms of manifestation, social media, social networking, and any types of engagement. You may be stargazing this week, dream journaling this week. Also, there could be an element of some sort of surprise or excitement happening for you this week as well. Okay, meeting someone famous. I think I said that already. Okay, your own energy when it comes to your psychic abilities could be enhanced or expanded, developed, right? All right, so there you go. And then, of course, too, keep in mind that the Chariot, that cross mirrors over there to that Tower, will definitely bring down the energy of whatever could be occurring. But I wouldn't worry about that too much. So you got the Star and the Chariot to bring down the energy of the Tower. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups is you. Queen of Cups, mother of all love, nurturing, caring, very supportive, very intuitive. So you guys make sure that you are paying attention to your intuition. I always say the impressions that you get in your gut is the very first impressions is usually the correct answer. Deciphering still between the inner voices that could be your ego as opposed to angelic guidance or spiritual guidance. Usually the spiritual guidance, angelic guidance comes in with love. If you are dealing with that voice and the way to know that it's the ego will tell you what you can't do, what you can't achieve. That is your ego. When the spiritual energy comes in, it's usually coming in with love, and they don't throw in all of that, you can't do this, you can't do that type of energy. Right? So you could be the Scorpio, of course, that works in, in a capacity of helping others. This is what the queen does, female energy. So it could be the female Scorpio that's looking at the video. Could be your girlfriend, your mother, your grandmother. Could be your wife if you're the male, and so forth. All right. So she's very loving, very caring, very supportive. And also she's in a group of cards that if you receive it in your spread, Scorpio, then you may already be getting that energy from those people that are closest to you. So family members, friends, romantic partners. Okay. Could be co-workers as well. All right. On top of the Knight of Swords here for you, Scorpio. Now we got the King of Pentacles. Look at that. The King of Pentacles is here. Money is looking very, very strong. Again, the King of Pentacles with the fallout, the Tower, could indicate any types of businesses having to go through some sort of revamping. Could be, or, stock markets, just to get that energy out of the way, because I see that connection almost immediately. So we may hear about closures of businesses and so forth, okay? And usually they're very well-known businesses, not your local, or, it wouldn't be your local business. It would be businesses that are well-established already and out there in the public. Besides that, the King of Pentacles will still represent your boss in the workplace environment, right? There could be a promotion happening or occurring for you this week, Scorpio. Contracts, job offers, bonus money, pay raises, anything involving your credit, could be a good week to ask for any favors or apply for credit. Money is looking very solid and strong here. It could be how people view you. Otherwise, as someone who is always not only capable, but dependable, accountable, reliable, stable, good money handler, always willing to help out, never coming across, as selfish or stingy. Okay. All right, so the last card I have for you in the spread, Scorpio, we're going to finish off with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is always a card of standing your ground, okay? She cross mirrors over here to this Queen of Swords in terms of a major action or decision that you're about to undergo. Make sure that you follow through with whatever it is that you're about to do, Scorpio, because if you don't, this is a card that comes in as a reminder. You'll end up having to deal with any types of regrets. Okay, so always move forward in terms of what you're about to execute in terms of actions or decision. And if you do, you shouldn't have any problems. All right, so this is what I have for you, Scorpio. This is very interesting energy here. Keep in mind, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Only take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a very safe, great week ahead. And I'm only throwing in that extra word of caution and safety because of the Tower is present, but you'll be fine. Okay, always come back to get more of these messages from me, Scorpio, and I'll talk to you real soon. Ciao.